So the performance of this algorithm indi- individually is very good. It has a highest accuracy of 96% and lowest accuracy of 77% per emotion. Uh, so these are the total number of images that the data set has, and the number of correctly detected and wrongly detected images. So this shows that the algorithm works very efficiently on individual emotions. This is just a pictorial representation of the table we just saw. The accuracies are based on individual emotions, but during while running the entire project, we just shuffle all the emotions and train the classifier to classify and predict the emotions that the remaining 20% of the images have. And we observed that the the performance varies based on how much data is used for training. So if we use 90% of the data for training and 10% for prediction, we get a better accuracy. When we use 80% of the data and 20% of data for prediction, we get 58% accuracy, and so on. So as we see here that the amount of data we have for training affects a lot how the algorithm works. The higher the training data, the larger the better the accuracy. In this case, uh, the training data is very minimum, hence the overall accuracy of the project is somewhere in 50-55%. uh, to improve this, we can use larger data sets, and we can we can use images that would be natural images rather than acted emotions, which would give us a better training data and hence effective and better recognition. There is also one more technique that uses more than 68 points for landmark detection. It uses 128 points of landmarks, which includes the same eyebrows, jawline, and everything. But the more the points, the better the uh, accuracy. So I hereby conclude that the average accuracy of the individual emotions is around 90%, whereas the average accuracy of the entire project using the entire data set is 55%. There is a lot of future modifications I wish to do, and with a few modification, I'm sure this algorithm would be more accurate and efficient. Thank you.